Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. I do thank you all for watching. I thank all my subscribers who have hung around. I know it's been kind of slow lately, and it's been slow here in the shop, and that's because, well, the build is finished. As you saw in that last video, I took the boat down, got it registered, and we've got our registration numbers now. I just have not put them on the boat yet, but I'll get around to that here in the next week or so, hopefully. We're just kind of waiting on the weather to improve. I have not been able to get out to a body of water to launch the boat and test it out because it's just been raining so much. And even on the days when it's not raining, we've just been dealing with some really high winds here. Those are less than ideal conditions to be launching and testing a new boat, so we'll just wait. With that said, I did have a couple of other little knick-knack things I wanted to take care of on this boat. There was one thing that I found after I got back from the Parks and Wildlife office, and so let me show you what that is right here. Right back here on this transom, I'm going to turn the overhead light on, see if that helps a little bit. Right back here on this transom, and by the way, thank all of you who responded to that video where I was asking about these bolts right here and whether I should bolt that up or not. Thank you again. But what I noticed when I tightened these bolts down on both sides was that I had a gap right here between this ear and this stainless steel plate on the back of this transom. And you know, just to my way of thinking, when you go to install a bolt and start to tighten down on that, you're putting pressure on this ear right here. And so I was concerned that perhaps I was going to put enough pressure on this ear right here to break it off, to actually break it off with the saddle right there. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know why there would have been a gap right there. And I don't know if there's something wasn't machined correctly on the inside of the saddle right here, and you know, it wasn't perfectly flat for some reason. But you know, like I said, I was concerned. I had about a 35 thousandths gap right here even after I tightened this bolt up. So what I did was I pulled the bolts back out, loosened up these clamps, and I just made this piece of wood right here to be like a pad, to be like a soft pad for the inside of that saddle right there, so that when I draw these bolts down, if there are any kind of flaws or imperfections there on that machine surface, any high spots, they'll want to dig into that pad, and so we won't put any pressure on these ears. And so now, after I did that, after I made this piece of wood right here, this piece of plywood, and that is marine grade Meranti right there, same that I used on the rest of the build. But once I drew that down, now it's perfectly flat right there. We don't have a gap, and so I'm comfortable with that. And the other thing I wanted to do, let me get up here to the front. I wanted to add another bow eye right here. I need a point to tie off an anchor, or if I'm fishing up in the marshes or in a river or something, then I need a tie-off point right here at the bow. I didn't want to use this bow eye right here because it's out of line of sight, and it would be very easy to forget that you've got an anchor tied off at this point. Right here, I mean, you know, if you're paying attention, you should be able to see, you know, that you got a rope tied off here. You've got something tied off here to this bow eye. And so, again, I just wanted to add, you know, a point to tie off an anchor. So anyway, that's about all I've had going on. I have not had time to put these numbers on. I still need to put the numbers on the bow up here. We call them the TX numbers, or the registration numbers. And like I said, though, we're waiting for the weather to improve. I mean, man, here a couple hours ago, it was coming down. I mean, you could barely see the street from the garage here. It was raining so hard. And, you know, that's what we've been dealing with for, gosh, I don't know, past couple of weeks. And plus, on top of all that, it is the Christmas season. Today is December 26th, It is the day after Christmas, and if your household is like mine, it's been busy. So you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, folks, that's all I have for you today. Like I said, the build's done. There's really no more boat build footage coming. Where we've got to go from here, like I said, we're hopefully going to start uploading fishing footage. We're actually going to take this boat out and use it for what I built it for. And again, we just got to wait on the weather to improve. I am not a cold weather fisherman. I am not a cold weather person at all. I have spent enough nights, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, out on the ramp at DFW Airport, at Dallas Love Field, in the middle of January and February, freezing my tail off. And so no more of that. I am not a cold weather fisherman. Hey, I see guys out there, I see YouTube videos out there where guys are all bundled up in jackets and they're out there in 30 and 40 degree weather. Hey, more power to you. That is not who I am. So anyway, folks, like I said, we're going to wait. We're going to wait until the weather improves, and then we're going to pick a day and just get out to a body of water somewhere and go ahead and launch the boat. Until then, I thank you all for watching. Once again, I pray that you had a very blessed Christmas. And as I always say, in all things, to Christ be the glory, and we will see you soon.